Our next goal is to use npm to install Vite so that we can make a nice little website for ourselves. In the previous videos, we got an Ubuntu VM running. We logged into the Ubuntu VM from our host operating system. And we got nvm, npm, and node installed. So now I've got the tool npm on my computer. And this is my Linux VM. I've logged into it remotely from my Macintosh. And our goal is just to get to essentially use Vite to make a React website and just see if it works. So to learn more about Vite, you go to this is their website, vite.dev. And when you load up the page, it's got instructions for you right there, how to get started. So log into your Ubuntu VM. And once you're there, you can see that in my home directory, I've got nothing currently. I'm going to do that command that they have right there, npm create Vite at latest. So I'm going to give this our project name, my Vite demo. I'm going to select React, and I'm going to select JavaScript. And let's start this up and run it. So it might take a little bit longer or a little bit faster depending on your internet connection and the speed of your computer, but it's going to grab all sorts of different stuff and put it on your computer. And then it's going to tell you, hey, go load up this web page and see if it works. So I'll open up a new tab here, put that there, and it's not going to load. The reason it's not going to load is because it's the build is running in a way that you only can access it from localhost. So what I'm going to do here in my terminal is I'm going to push Control-C to get out of that. I'll type ls to show you that when I ran that command npm create, it did make a folder called my Vite demo. And if I go inside of it, you can see there's a whole bunch of stuff. To get to build again, I say npm run dev. But before I do this, I just want to share with you something. Sometimes from the wrong place, if you type npm run dev, it's going to give you this error. And it's a very common error because you do like the npm install, yada, yada. You think if you type that command, it's going to run, but I'm in the wrong directory. Notice that I'm in my home directory, and my project is actually inside of my Vite demo. So you need to be inside this directory. And when you're inside this directory, you can do the build and it will start running. I still can't view it over here. No matter how many times I reload this page, it's not going to work. What I have to do is I have to say npm, and here's the tip. It says use -- host to expose. So I say npm run dev -- host. When I do this, it's also going to expose it via the VM's IP address. So if I come back over here, if I copy this, come back over here and paste it here, now it works. So this is how you can get Vite to work to build yourself a demo of a React and JavaScript template. Again, if you're doing this on your own Mac or your own Linux system and it's not in a VM, you don't need to do the -- host. You can just write npm run dev and it'll just run, and you'd load it up using localhost. But if you're doing this via a VM, then you do it with the command that I just did a second ago. Here's that command. When you do this, it's going to run it and expose it on the VM's IP address, so that way you can load it up in your host operating system's web browser. And as you can see, it works just fine.